Hello, Council 21 members. This is your local council president, Andreas. Today is September the 18th. Just a couple of reminders for all of you. Let's see. The voting instructions for local council elections were mailed out on September the 16th. The polls open on September the 19th, and they close on October the 22nd. So if you haven't received, or if you don't receive your voting instructions by the next couple of days, then there might be something wrong with your mailing address with the international office. Please call 202-434-1300 and ask for the membership department and see if they have your address correct. Again, they were mailed on the 16th, so I would give it a good week, and if you haven't received it by, let's say, next Monday, it would be a good idea to call. So again, voting opens on September 19th, then closes on October 22nd. We have a Meet the Candidates meeting on October the 11th from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. at the Washington Dulles conference rooms at the Washington Dulles Airport, directly across from Baggage Claim 1. It'll give you the opportunity to ask the candidates questions. This is not a formal debate, but rather just an opportunity for you to get to know the candidates, what their platforms may be, and again, for you to ask questions. On unitedafa.org, there's a recent AFA publication or article in regards to benefits for same-gender spouses. Please remember or note that as of September the 16th, I believe it was, enrollment started, and you have up to 45 days to enroll your same gender spouse with United Benefits. All of the information, again, is on unitedafa.org, and there is an article on there in regards to the enrollment period for same-gender spouses. We will be in the Rotunda today handing out one campaign material in regards to our joint negotiations, so stop by the table and say hello. And another thing I'd like to talk about real quick is some information regarding lines perceived, or, well, it's not really perceived, but loss of flying in Washington, or the movement of flying, I should say. So I just want to make everyone aware, or make it very clear, that there is a formula of how many line holders every base in the system has to have every month, which is 62%, thereabouts, meaning 37% of the base is is on reserve every month, whether you're an A or a B. So with that said, even when we lose or when the company moves flying, the company is still forced to build enough lines to accommodate at least 62 or 63% of the population in order for them to meet their contractual obligations, the company that is, and provide lines for at least 62 to 63% of the base. So if you have any questions about that, please call the office, 703-260-0051. I know it's disconcerting every month when we see flying move and then come back and then it moves again. I do know that it looks like Rome will be back in November. Zurich will be back in March, maybe even earlier. So, you know, they move the flying and then they bring it back, and quite frankly, I think they're, as you know, they do it maybe a month before, 2 months before, and marketing, it drives all of this, and they actually don't even tell the line builders or in-flight management until the last second. So it's very difficult for us to predict what type of flying we have from month to month sometimes. So I know it's stressful in the way the company is moving the flyings. Of course, the quickest way to relieve this is for the company to get serious and sit down with us and negotiate a joint contract. This will alleviate their having to force flying into any base, whether it's Seattle, Honolulu, or even here in Washington, and bring things back to some normal state where we can all have an idea of what's going on every month. So there's a lot of talk out there, or at least on social media, in regards to possibly another crossover or even contemplating trying to negotiate one, and that I believe is counterproductive to us getting a joint contract. And not only that, it would even create a situation for those of us that would choose not to cross over in regards to higher reserve, in regards to seniority. So if people are talking about a crossover, there is no, let me repeat, there is no indication that the company is even interested, and certainly the union, and I think I can say safely right now anyway, all three MECs, Continental, Micronesia, and ours, would rather be negotiating a joint contract than being distracted by any of this type of sidebar conversation. So again, if you have any questions regarding any of this, feel free to call us 703-260-0051. Please stay informed via the newsletter and all of the social media outlets that we have developed here in Washington to keep you informed, and I ask that you are engaged in this election process. As you know, the next local council president not only will be here to represent you on a day-to-day basis, but is also responsible for approving the joint contract once it's finished and approving sections. So I would suggest that you ensure you are familiar with what the platform is for those that are running, and to ensure that your pick is tuned into the membership. It's very important. So with that said, have a wonderful day, have a great week, and we'll talk to you again soon.